Hey everybody, this is Cynthia, Cindy Taylor, aka CT of CT Connect. What's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to come by really quickly and just leave a really quick motivational, message with you tonight, okay? So sometimes something came across my mind. How many times are we walking forward, looking backwards? How many times? You cannot walk forward and look backwards. It's impossible to not trip and fall or bump into something and break your nose. It's just impossible, and really it doesn't make sense, really. So the same thing applies to the other parts of our lives. Make sure that as we go through this life, and we thank God that it's not a destination, it's a journey. It continues. Once you reach one goal, there's so many others. So it's a journey, right? And I have to admit, my life has not been fair. I have not done everything perfect. I have not done everything, my best. But at the same time, when I did put forth that effort, it's not like that prevented bad things from still happening, if that makes sense. So sometimes people are like, well, why does good things happen to bad people? Well, at the same time, you can say that we thank God for grace and mercy, because there are things that we probably should have gotten punishment or, caught up on, and we didn't. And then there were blessings that we got that we just simply didn't even deserve. And so you got to look at life as a part of the journey. And no matter what happened to you in your past, no matter who hurt you, who lied, who disappointed you, you have to make sure that you do not give them the power nor the control. Do not let them steal your peace, y'all. Don't let them do not give anybody else your peace. Don't give them that power. Listen, if someone hurt you in particular, don't give them any more power to hurt you. Don't. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes stuff can be so damaging. It's hard. It's hard for us to move on. It's hard for us to not talk about it because why? It's part of our experience. It's part of our history. It's part of something that made us. And the thing is, we go through everything, and I just finished telling someone, it doesn't feel good all the time when we're going through stuff. We can look at something, and, I was speaking with a lady the other day, and, her house caught on fire. And she said, I'm not going to go into detail, but, it's just been one thing after another. But isn't it like that? And I couldn't be like, child, yeah, because first of all, I watch what I speak. I don't agree with everything. If someone says, well, if you do this, then you might catch cancer. If you do that, well, maybe that's statistics. But for CT, the I am that lives in me, say I don't have to accept or speak anything negative over my life. And it's not so much saying, oh, well, you just have to face the facts. No, we have power in our words. We have so much power in our words, and whatever we speak, that's what we bring to us. So as people go through life and they hurt you and they disappoint you and manipulate and lie and whatever you go through, it doesn't feel good, but I promise you it works out for your good. If you keep your vision strong, if you're really serious about this thing, this journey called life, no matter what your vision is, I work with a lot of rap artists. I work with a lot of R&B artists, gospel artists. I work with movie actors now, thank God. But this is the thing. Whatever your vision is, if you aspire to be the best model, in life, if you aspire to be, the best detective, if you desire to be, the best lawyer or the president of the United States, you write that vision down, and then you make sure that you act like it's really going to happen. Start writing out goals, leading up to that event. Find out how much these little businesses cost to get registered if you're really serious. And it doesn't mean you have the money right now, but you'll have the vision. And you want to write that vision down and make it plain. And now that gives you more things to focus on looking ahead. That way, when you are walking forward, you're not necessarily worried about what happened back there, trying to walk forward, looking backwards. It's not going to work. So now you got a new vision. You have new purpose, new drive, new momentum. And you use that pain, and you use those lies, and you use the manipulation and the control, and you let it fuel and drive your goal. And it's not necessarily about revenge or anything like that, but it's all about making sure that you are in control of the things you can be in control of. And you know what? Some things you just can't control. Is that right? Yep. So, as you guys probably hear, it's a lot of traffic. So anyway, that was a whole motorcycle. Woo. But listen, this was very impromptu. So I do apologize, for the noise in the background. But, Raleigh is such a beautiful city. And so I figured this would be a really nice place. Plus the lighting was kind of good too. So nonetheless, you guys, listen, be encouraged. Don't give up on your dreams. When I got in that movie, I was not trying to do movies at all. And then to get in a movie with Omar Gooding and Miguel Nunez and, all the other people that I work with, Mark Scheisse and, Tony, my boyfriend from the movie, Black John on Instagram. And then even big love to EMG, my label. I work marketing and promotions with them. And every day we come across artists and people who have vision, but they don't have any plans. They don't have a business plan. They haven't, looked into how much it costs to get something going, and then I'm going to leave this little plug with y'all too. How is it that you're saying you want to be an artist or a singer and you don't have a business plan? So many of you are walking around trying to be the next hottest thing so you can get an investor or somebody else's money, to kind of front you ahead. And then if people don't give you stuff for free, you got an attitude. No, my honey buns, not at all. What you have to do is, if you're taking this life's journey as serious and what you want is what you're going to get, write out the plan. Figure out what a business plan looks like. Google it. I just did it, I promise to God, the other day. Okay? Take your time with it. Really think about it. When I worked for Radio 1 and I was going to McDonald's or whoever else, I actually worked with other companies, they had a whole marketing department. So you have to think about, okay, if I start this business, if I want to be a rap artist and this is my business, how much does it cost me to register this business? What name is it? And then you got to even think about social credit these days, y'all, because we can buy stuff cash. But at the same time, what does your social credit look like? Not necessarily a good Samaritan, but, what does your background look like in the community? What reputation are you holding? So we want to make sure that we're using this time to edify people, to motivate people. I'm looking at so many podcasts and everybody's highlighting on, the worst things. It's horrible, but I want to use this time to bring light, all right? So listen, guys, I got to go. Thank you so much for your time, and keep up with me, CT Connects. I am on Facebook, CT_Connects, and then I am Cynthia Taylor. All right, you guys be blessed. Love ya.